Hello friends, welcome to English का ज्ञान चिंतन के साथ and today we are going to discuss these two words with meaning and with sentence. I hope you all guys are doing well. So without wasting any time, let's start the discussion of these two words with meaning and with sentences. Okay. So as you can see from my screen, the first word that I have selected for this particular video is eminent, right? And if I talk about the category of this particular word, then it is adjective. And if I talk about the meaning of this particular word, then either we can consider as a famous or respected. It means like in like whomsoever is a famous personality, you can instead of using famous, you can also use as a eminent personality, right? Let's say, for example, Sachin Tendulkar is an eminent sportsman. Amitabh Bachchan is an eminent Bollywood superstar, right? So instead of using famous, or instead of using respected, or instead of using well known, you can utilize eminent word. A person who has fame in one particular field, or the person who is respected, a person who is famous in one particular field. So that instead of using famous, or instead of using respected, or instead of using well known, you can also utilize this eminent word, right? Okay, now I hope you understand the meaning of this particular word. Eminent means प्रसिद्ध, कोई भी फील्ड में कोई बंदा बहुत ही रिस्पेक्टेड हो, फेमस हो, तो to define that particular thing, we can utilize eminent word, right? Now let me start the discussion of this the sentence that I have created for this particular eminent word. And the first sentence that I have created is: eminent scientists of medical field are trying to find vaccine of coronavirus. It means uh, like whomsoever throughout the world, like all the famous scientists of medical field are trying to find the vaccine of coronavirus to save the world from this pandemic. So that is what the meaning of the sentence. So I have utilized, instead of utilize famous scientists of medical field are trying to find vaccine of coronavirus, I have utilized eminent word instead of famous, or instead of respected, right? So I hope you understand the word eminent, and I hope you also understand the context in which the word can be utilized. Now the second sentence that I have created for this eminent word is: eminent personalities can share their stories with youth by using technology to motivate them. See, in this kind of pandemic kind of situation, so many people have lost their job, right? And in this tough time, the youth of each and every nation requires motivation. Okay, they require a kind of moral boost so that they can do work in a better way and they can earn the money. And in this particular thing, like the eminent personalities of any field, the famous personality of any field, the well-known personality of any field can utilize this technology to share their hardships, to share their challenges also of their respective life. Okay, so that from that challenges and from those kind of hardships that they have done, the youth can take the motivation, and they can work further and they can survive in the life. So instead of using famous, I have utilized eminent word, eminent word, right? So eminent personalities can share their stories with youth by using technology to motivate them. And it is very easy to connect with people right now by using the social media platform, by using the technology and all those things, which was not the case for earlier days, right? So these are the two sentences with for eminent word. Now let me go to the news article in which the eminent word has been utilized, and I have gone through that particular article. So again, this particular article is somehow relevant with the times of corona, and the news headlines is something like that. Probably the news is something relevant with the doctor, doctor's date. And if I read this article, then it says that okay, Karnataka, the news is relevant with the Karnataka. Eminent surgeon Dr. Devdas Hegde passes away due to COVID. Eminent surgeon. So instead of using famous surgeon, instead of using respected surgeon, instead of using well-known surgeon, they have utilized eminent word, right? Eminent surgeon, famous surgeon. So now probably you get 100% idea in which context this particular word can be utilized. Okay. Do not forget to create sentences in comment section of this video so that whatever you have in your mind that okay, I would like to use this particular word in this context, okay, as per the explanation, then just try to create sentences in the comment section for understanding these words in a better way. Okay, so now the one word is done. Now let me go to explain you the second word, and the second word is adverse. Okay, it is very simple word. Okay, and if I talk about the meaning of this particular word, then it is very simple. Like, the meaning of this adverse is harmful, right? And whenever we use harmful word, that can be replaced with the adverse. Let's say for example, harmful effects of global warming. So instead of using harmful, you can also say the same thing in another way, that adverse effects of global warming, right? So in that way, the meaning of this adverse word can be utilized, right? So I hope you understand the meaning. Adverse means harmful, simple, right? Now let me go to the sentence that I have created, the first sentence that I have created for this particular word. And the sentence is, parents must do something to reduce adverse effects of overutilization of internet on their children. See, nowadays in this time, the people are getting more habituated to use more and more internet. They like to spend more and more time on internet, and children are also one of those entities or one of those individuals, right? And just because of this reason, sometimes they also feel so much stress. Sometimes they also become the victim of some mental ailments, some mental disease, and all those things. So just because of this reason, parents must do something to reduce the harmful effects of internet on their children. So instead of using harmful, I have utilized the adverse word, right? I hope you understand the meaning in which context the adverse can be utilized, right? Now let me go to the second sentence in which I have utilized the adverse word. Okay, so by doing physical exercise, people can control adverse effects of overeating to some extent. See, nowadays people are quite reluctant in terms of doing exercise. They have so many other priorities also. They are surrounded by so much work. They are also trying to find out so many ways to earn money and all those things, family responsibility, personal responsibility, professional responsibility, and all those things. And just because of this reason, like, they are not able to do the physical exercise. But what this sentence is trying to mention is that by doing physical exercise, यानी कि physical exercise करने से जो ओवर ईटिंग, जो ज्यादा खाने की जो हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स है, राइट, दैट कैन बी कंट्रोल, वो कंट्रोल हो सकती है कुछ हद तक, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाट द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर sentence. So instead of using harmful effects, right, I have utilized the adverse effects of overeating, right? Right. So now probably the meaning is clear. Okay. Now let me go to the article in which the adverse word has been utilized. And the sentence is something like this: no adverse effect of Oxford University vaccine on 163 Mumbai volunteers during clinical trials. The statement is from BMC. It means BMC has tried out a clinical trial, okay, on some 163 individual, right, of that vaccine. and no adverse effect, no harmful effect has been found out. It means कोई भी harmful effect वो 163 इंडिविजुअल पे नहीं दिखा. किसका? ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी वैक्सीन का. So instead of using no harmful effect, they have utilized no adverse effect, right? So I hope you understand the adverse word also. Okay, and now please try to create more and more sentences as per your understanding of this word. And if you really feel that you have learned something from this particular video, then do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We will meet next weekend with more words, with more sentence. Till then, be happy and bye bye.